and in today's video I'm an old man with the second part of some words about the Dom Monkii cage and the Dom Monkii clip B for the Brompton, which is the mounting bracket for the Monkii cage, a detachable bottle cage. If you saw my first video, this will all make sense. If you haven't seen the first video, then please click the link that's going to be somewhere around here and take a look, and then come back to this one. So let's have a chat about this. Got a comment that asked me the question, okay great, but what height bottle can you put in the Monkii cage and still clear the phone mount if you've got a phone mount? So just to explain that, I've got a quad lock phone mount on the handlebars. Again, the quad lock Brompton phone mount. I'll do a video on that in a few days time. And what I wanted to be able to do was get the bottle cage on and clear the phone mount, logically enough. Why? Because to take the bottle off, you take the entire cage upwards and twist it sideways. Now you can see now, if I just zoom in and pan up a bit, you can see that I've got a bit of a problem, because when I raise the bottle up, it does actually hit the bottom of the phone. This is further compounded by the fact that normally this is an electric Brompton, and I plug the phone into the battery on the Brompton. The Brompton Electric's got a great feature in that you can plug your phone in as you ride along. It connects to the battery with a standard lightning cable or whatever your phone charge cable is, USB connection on the battery end. But that again has caused me a problem, because as I raise the bottle up, it hits on the bottom of the phone. When I showed the first video, this problem didn't exist, and the reason for that is that I had the phone bracket tilted further forwards. So then bottle went up, cleared the bottom of the charge cable and the phone, and came off. Just to show you that from a better angle, bottle up, just clears the bottom of the phone, twist it across, drop it down, and it's out and ready to use. Same on the reverse, and it clears. But as I said, what I did, I twisted the phone mount backwards to get myself a better viewing angle on the phone, and now I've got a problem. So I got two comments from one of the chaps, sorry I forget his name, but he asks, what bottle height can I get between the bracket and the phone with the bracket in this position? And secondly, he described to me the specific bottle he got, which I'm not familiar with, so I've no idea what it is, but he asked me the question, can the bracket go further down? Can I mount it below? So we're going to have a look. With the bottle cage now removed from the bracket, I'm going to undo the bracket and I'm going to take it off. First thing I'm going to say is the instant problem I can see is the positioning of the cables. If I put the bracket further down, I think I'm going to have a problem with the cables, but let's see. So I'm now directly underneath the catch for the steering tube when you drop it down, and I'm going to give that enough clearance, about 1/4 inch, 5mm or so, and reconnect it, and let's see what happens. Now we're in a position below the catch, which means the bottle cage is mounted lower, the clip is mounted lower, and sure enough it completely clears. But you can see as I drop it down, it hits on the cables. Just see that again from a better angle, and it does push the cables down. I'm not sure that's a good thing in the long term, so I'm not going to leave my bracket in that position. I'm going to put it back up here. I'm just doing that for the benefit of anyone that wants to know the answer to that question. Of course, if you haven't got a Brompton electric, you might have less issues because you'll only have the brake and gear change cables, but mine's an electric, so I have to deal with those issues. I'm just going to put the bracket back where it was. Sorry, I keep calling it a bracket. It's called the Monkii clip, not bracket. So I think that's the lowest you'd want to put it for a usable installation. Just put my bottle back in it, move the phone out of the way, and that brings me to answer the original question in the comments, which was how high a bottle can I go with to have the bracket in that position. So the clearance I need is 35mm, or let's say 1 3/8 inches, and that means that the maximum height of the bottle, depending on what position you want the phone mount in, is going to be 10.5 inches or 265mm, and if I tip the phone back, then I've got to reduce the height of the bottle by however much I tip the phone back. So let's try and get some context to the whole thing. So I like to have the phone tipped back so that I can view it better. Also, I'd add, it's the only position I can actually take the phone in and out of the quad lock with the quad lock Brompton bracket. If I put it in the flat position, the phone doesn't come out because it's too big to tilt between the handlebars. I'll deal with that in another video. But to go back to where we were, with the phone in the tipped back position and the Monkii cage or the Monkii clip mounted where I think is the lowest position that I can put it, which is, if you like, astride the clipping point for the steering tube. 9-inch camelback bottle, no problem at all, just strokes the bottom of the phone but comes out perfectly easy. 9-inch generic Lexan type flask, no problem at all, logically enough. Don't know who that was made by, that was a free giveaway. It's a 10-inch Sig bottle, which is a double wall one, so it keeps your drinks cool. Starts to be a problem. It'll just go if I force the phone upwards, but of course that's awkward when I'm riding. 10-inch camelback. Interestingly, the camelback, because of the way the top goes, if I put it in the bracket right, does just clear the back of the phone. So I can get away with that. 10.5 inch generic cloned Chili's type bottle gives me a problem because it fouls the bottom of the phone. So overall, my conclusion is that if you've only got something like a 9-inch bottle, say the camelback or a traditional bead-on style bottle, you're not going to have a problem. However, I am a little bit disappointed. I'm not disappointed in the Monkii cage. I think that's really good. We'll see, we'll give it a long-term test and see how it lasts. But what I'm actually more disappointed in, if anything, is the quad lock phone mount, because this is a quad lock phone mount specifically for Brompton, and the fact of the matter is, with my phone, which is a fairly widely available Apple device, otherwise known as the iPhone 12, if I don't have the bracket tipped right back, I can't actually get the phone off the mount. Now you might say, well, why would you not have the bracket tipped far back? Well, good point. I've got it tipped now in the position that's closest that I can just get the phone on and off the mount. But that means I can't put the bottle that I want on it. So everything's a compromise. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to forego my chili style bottle, and I'm going to have to go with my Camelback bottle. I can get an insulated one of them, so it's not the end of the world, because I quite like an insulated bottle in the summer. But in conclusion, as I say, 9-inch bottle, phone tipped back, no problem whatsoever. If you are determined to carry a higher bottle, you are going to have to, every time you put the bottle in the cage, you're going to have to tip the phone mount forward so that you can get the bottle on and off without any drama. Hope that's been of some use. If you've got any comments or more questions, stick them in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. Take a look at oldmanwith.com. Like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you would. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.